Hey everybody, it's Mary Jo from the Flamingo Farmhouse. I have the most beautiful cutout. The cat's gonna cry today while we try and chat because my husband went outside and therefore she thinks she's gonna starve, but she's not. So do you like my shirt? I made it this morning. I love it. Pray on it, pray over it, and pray through it. I think this heat transfer is still available on the website. If it's not, I know I have like 15 of them because my customers love them. And this little lavalier is gonna make me crazy today. It's okay. The many faces of MJ. There, maybe that works. So when you get here, say hey, hey. And if you don't see the red live button up top, welcome to the replay. So there's so much going on. Facebook does all kinds of crazy things with the algorithms. So I am asking that you help a girl out and share me out and about. Do all the things, share all the love, sprinkle, sprinkle, whatever you want to call it. I'd like to hit 10,000 people by June. I think that's a pretty decent 10,000 followers by June. I think we could do that. If I keep doing my part, you keep doing your part, we keep working together, it'll all be good. But today I have the most beautiful Easter cutout that I have created ever. It's a 12-inch round, and you can either hang it or you could set in an easel. You could do whatever you'd like with it, but it is so gorgeous. So are you ready to see it? You ready to do it? We're gonna make the whole thing today while we're here. So it's gonna be so much fun. Ready? Look at this. I am loving this. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all these pieces too. He is risen pieces, okay? So you're getting a lot of cuts here for your buck. And like I said, this is a 12-inch round, okay? And with the 12-inch round and all the pieces, it's 20 bucks. So it's kind of a good deal. Flat rate shipping, always $10 on my site. And I'm gonna put a glove on today because you could use your chalk paste right here on this, and that would be fine. You can use chalk paste on this wood, that's great. Today I'm gonna do acrylic because I just wanna use a diaper wipe method and just do a little different stuff because I can. Hold on 1 minute, I have to yell. Alexa, turn off. Sorry, I had a timer going for my bread downstairs, and I did my bread before I came up. So there's that. Okay, so you're gonna first spray your board with some water because we're gonna do a wash, an acrylic wash. Grab a diaper wipe or a wet cloth, whatever you want, wet paper towel. And then just get the color that you're gonna use and kind of smear it in there. I like using, when I do acrylic, I like using my gloves. And then if your diaper wipe's not wet, make sure it's nice and wet. And then we're just going to do this just like a chalk wash and get it in there. I guess I need more here. Not too much water, not enough juice here. There we go. Let's get some color on here. And you can actually mix this color. Like you could add a different color in with it. I like to always go with the grain. Take it over the sides. Obviously, you want your sides covered up. But go with the grain so that you're getting that nice grain look. And you might have to replenish your diaper wipe every now and then. Just smidge. A little smidge will do you. And you can make it lighter or darker, just like with a chalk wash. You can add more color or less color as you go, okay? I need a little more color in here. Here we go, maybe just a little more on this one side. I just want a little bit of gray because this is gonna be a gray background, and then all my colors are gonna pop on it, is what I'm hoping works, right? Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side. When you get here, make sure you say, hey, hey. Say hey, hey. And then I'm going to change my colors. And so when I change my colors, I'm just going to turn this a different way and use a different side of my diaper wipe. Okay. And this one is called Burnt Umber. Oh my goodness, it's a new one. I must have run out. Let me open this real quick. Because, you know, we can't do anything easy when we have paint. They seal this stuff like it's gold, man. It's crazy. Sometimes there's a little, nope, this one doesn't have it. But look, that's a real pretty color for the cross. So, Looney Tunes today. I hope you got in there and got your Looney Tune. We will be doing another order because I guess the bundle sold out or something. Everybody loves Looney Tunes. It's just like Peanut. I knew it would be big. Nobody believed me. Show you. This is what it looks like. Okay. If you are, let me just stick this on here before it dries because it is a super glue type product. And you just line up and I'll show you again. You just line up the marks and stick them down. Just like that. Oops, I wiggled it then. Of course I did. Of course I did. There we go. Okay, so if you want to do a Zoom with the cutouts, we can do that too. I would just send you all the cutouts and then we'd get together and have a paint party online. I would be online and you'd be there with all your friends. It would be way too much fun. So anyway, so here's where we're at. So I got my cross on here and it's glued down. This is still a little wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry it. Sometimes just the water, you know, it does that. It gets it wet. This is gonna be the prettiest, you guys. I have a vision in my head. So anyway, so I went to the cardiologist, did the EKG. Then they said, well, we want you to come back for a stress test. So I went back the next day for a stress test because your insurance, you know, can't do everything all at once. And passed it. It was fine. I have no blockages. Got my results yesterday of the echo and the stress test. And they do want me to wear a monitor in May because I just can't do one more thing before this surgery in March. It would just stress my brain out like crazy completely. So I'm not going to do anything until then. So, yeehaw, yay for me. So, now, let's see. We gotta figure out what we're doing here. I am going to just use, and I want to see what I need to color. So I really only need to color the green and the flowers on these. And I'm going to use my markers for these because that's what I want to do. So the green, so I don't even have to stay inside the lines. I just have to do these little parts. So I'm going to sit here and color with you. Now I have different markers that I so love. I just get these on the Amazon. What colors do I want to use? Oh guys, help me out. I know I need green. And I have this green, that's gold, and this green. That one's more of a teal. It doesn't look good as green. This is a nice green. And then I know I'm gonna want purple flowers and pink flowers. Do I want orange in there? That would look like a hippie. Or do I want blue? Maybe this. No, that's too close. I'm thinking orange. Yeah. Okay. And I'll put some blue in there too. Well, I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could do some blue. And then it's going to be white outlines with yellow middles. Oh, I need to get a yellow. Let me get the yellow out. I have different, oh, there's some more colors. Maybe I want a different orange. Maybe I want this orange instead of that orange, a lighter orange. And then the white, and then the yellow. Okay, I think we got it now. So this is, I'm so excited. This is gonna look so pretty, you guys. So let me see what color this green is. I'm gonna turn it over. That's a pretty green. This one I think is the prettiest green. Oh no, that's more of a teal. What's this green? That's a pretty green. Let's do this green. I think that's the same green as the first one. But we can always highlight some things, and that's the cool thing with the markers, is that you can go back and like shade a little and that kind of stuff. Now, remember, you can use your chalk paste with this, because if you got it, use it. You don't need to buy nothing else. You just use paintbrush. I just didn't want to get messy today, so I pulled out my markers because I got them and I'm going to use them. So I do have some chalk markers that I'll be selling just in my store. They're not actually online yet, but they will be shortly in my inventory list, because I sell them at events for people, because they really want the chalk markers to go with these cutout projects. So that's why I said, well, I will add chalk markers to my repertoire. My repertoire, right? So anyways, today I got up and I made some really cool dough. I can't wait to see what it tastes like. It's an incorporated sourdough, and I'm teaching a sourdough class on Saturday. So if you're in Orlando and would like to come to the sourdough class, you need to let me know here. Just say, I want to be there. I am charging $10 because that will cover your jar of sourdough starter and the paper that I'm using to create a nice little workbook for you guys. So I'm doing that, and I can also do those online. I am figuring out how to be able to mail my sourdough starter, either being a moist, you know how sourdough, I don't know if you know how sourdough starter is, but it's kind of gelatinous. I'm trying to figure out how I could either mail it wet or dehydrate it, how much I need to send in a little package, and then the instructions on rehydration. So I'm working through that, and I'm sure if I looked it up online, somebody would tell me, right? But here's the deal. I want to experiment, and I want to learn for myself and figure out what to do. Look how pretty this is, you guys. This is going to be so gorgeous. I can't wait for this one. Easter is my favorite time of year. So I love making all the things. I love sharing all the things. I love this door hanger. It's smaller than the 16-inch. It's only 12-inch, but that's okay because it is more powerful. I mean, you can still add your bow at the top. You can add some strings from the back to hang it. Or once we get it done, you're going to see that it's going to be so, so gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to set this to the side for a minute. And now I have to color these little petals. Is what it is. Color those. Let's see, what have you guys been doing all week? Have you been doing anything exciting? I know a lot of people, so with Facebook right now, people aren't even getting notifications that I'm live. So that's why I'm asking that if you go out there and share it out and about, that will bump it up and people will get more notifications. Facebook's not being fun right now. That's why I'm considering going more to TikTok and YouTube. I know TikTok I could do well on. I just have to learn the platform and what's going on there. It's just, my brain capacity for technology is not always there, right? So the cool thing is I have my happy drink because that's important to me. And it keeps my brain from getting foggy. It is like an energy drink for your brain. Gets rid of the brain fog. I'm telling you guys, if you have not tried my happy drinks, you need to tell me you want happy drinks and I will mail you a free sample. You will never want to go without them again because they are just that amazing. My husband's drilling holes in round discs for me right now. He's so good. I love him so much. Oh, we gotta do a pink one on here because pink is important. But yeah, it is. It really, not only does it give you less brain fog, it will give you energy. It helps you think clear. It gets rid of the cortisol gut. It changes your mood. It like evens out your hormones because of how it works in the cell. It is just, it's been my happy miracle that God gave me. Honestly, it's a God-given gift since last year, and I cannot live without it because it just makes me normal. When I was going through menopause and all that fun stuff, man, what a funk you get into, right? And life's too short to deal with that. So I'm just excited that he gave me this amazing company. Okay, now some perps. Gotta do some perps, some purple. But yeah, so I'm telling you, I love me some tropical sunrise in the afternoon. I don't know what the weather's like where you are. Are you guys still stuck in snow and such? Because we have a beautiful day today. It's 76. I planted some more tomatoes that I had inside, some seedlings out in the garden today. I'm kind of really excited about them. I hope they stay nice and healthy. We got that 2-day cold snap, which all of our trees are dead anyways, like the avocados and the bananas. The bananas I'm seeing starting to come up. Some pups are coming up, so that makes me happy that they didn't, freeze all the way to the base and rot. And the avocados, there are a few green leaves coming out. So that is very happy to me. Our avocados didn't really produce much this year, but hopefully next year this will give them a fresh start. I don't know. I don't think there were any blooms on there. I don't think they were in that, like already blooming and getting pollinated. Because what they do is they have these real pretty little tiny white delicate flowers, and then the bees come and they cross-pollinate from all the other avocado trees around. So we have different varieties of avocados in our yard. And I got some baby trees growing from them last year. So that's good that we have those to, fall back on. But we'd have to pay someone to come take out these trees because they're, 40 feet tall. They're big trees. Avocado trees are big. And we were going to get them topped off anyways because they were too tall. So it's a good reason to do that. We just don't want to kill them in the process, right? Because you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. So Looney Tunes is here, and I'm kind of excited about it. It will be so much fun to see what I'm going to create. And my Looney Tunes box should be here tomorrow, is what it looks like. It was overnighted today. So hopefully, now am I going to do these orange or blue, you guys? Maybe blue. I think orange would be too much. Maybe I do He Is Risen in orange. That might look real pretty. I was gonna do it in white, but maybe I'm gonna do them in blue. But anyway, so my Looney Tunes was overnighted. So hopefully I'll see it soon, soon, soon. That would be grand, grand, grand. So I can say, that's all, folks. Elmer Fudd, I will never be. But there's a really cute Tweety Bird one. I like Tweety. He always amazes me. He always comes out on the top of the cat, right? I mean, the cat's just mean. And then there's little Tweety. He always, you know, and his little old lady, what's her name? Grandma? Is her name just Grandma? I don't remember her name. Now I have to go watch Looney Tunes to get caught up on all the things. And Yosemite Sam, right? Yosemite, yeah, Yosemite. I think that's the right name. Yosemite Sam. That's it. Okay, and then all I have to color. Oh no, I just broke a leaf. It's okay. I'll glue it down. Got to be careful with these because they are very delicate. So try and, when you get yours, just try and be careful with them. And then I'm just going to do the centers. Now, if you wanted to put some buttons in here or something, that would look real cute. But I'm just going to do them yellow because that's what we're programmed to do, is yellow centers. I'm sure it should be orange, or maybe some of them are green. But Mary Jo's brain says yellow. Or you could even do like little resin dots and add some beads or something in there. So much you can do with this. But we're just doing basic painting because that's where I'm at. Okay, so now we've got these ready, and we can go ahead and glue these together on our cross. Okay, so now this is where we just get the glue and do all the things. And just gonna do a little dot of glue here and there. Ah, that's my leaf that. And then with this, I'm just gonna do a strip down, like just a dot at each corner, because it's not really that. And then just be careful, don't get all the glue all over you. And then we're just gonna line this up. See, I got some glue on me. Line this up along here, like that. Get that 3D going. Okay, this one needs just a little dot here to keep that little guy there. I hate when I get my fingers in this glue. My nails really come in handy with this. And then that should stay there. Guess I didn't get it there. Oh yeah, I did. There we go. I'm just gonna add that glue right there and stick that on like that. There we go. Got it. Gotta just hold it there for a hot second. And then I'm just gonna add a little dot of glue right there on my leaf that broke, just because I don't wanna lose the leaf. And nobody will ever see that. So it's just gonna sit there and it'll be fine. Thank you, dear. Okay, sure, thanks. So we have our cross, and I'm gonna outline all this in white in a minute, and I'll show you how. And then I'm gonna add these flowers. gonna look so stinking cute. You guys, this is so beautimous. I love it. If you want this, remember it's a 12-inch round and it says, He is risen, and you can put He is risen round, and it's $20, $10 shipping. And if you already ordered one of the other Easter rounds and I haven't shipped it yet, which is pretty much everyone because they're going out tomorrow because I had issues with the design. When I went to recut, the computer didn't save, so I had to redo the whole file. So it took me a little bit, a hot minute to make it happen, but I made it happen. So anyways, you won't be charged that extra $10 if you just want to add this on. So if you just want to add on He is risen, put He is risen round, and then I will get that to you with your order that you already have. I'll just invoice you separate, and you don't have to pay the extra shipping, of course, because it's all going the same place, and I do flat rate shipping so that you guys save money. No matter if you buy an A-size transfer, it's $10, or if you buy my wood cutouts, the more you buy, the more you save. So it's kind of cool that way. Ugh, I got glue on my hands. And then you're just gonna line this up with the little registration marks there, the etches, and place that down. This is gonna be so pretty. I can't stand it, you guys. And then I'm gonna add my flowers here. Yeah, this is gonna be so pretty. I can't wait to take it downstairs and put it next on my long table. I might actually put this one on my door. I'll probably take it to my shows first to show everyone, and I'm gonna cut out a couple extra sets so that they can purchase them, because this is the fun stuff. And then I have one more that I want to do that says welcome peeps, but I have to see how many rounds I have, because I have to order more if I don't have enough. Because my machine does not cut out 16 inches, it cuts out 12-inch rounds. So this one, I got to cut all the pieces. I'm so excited. Look at this. Yes. Now we're just gonna do He. And on this, I'm gonna actually put my glue here because I'll be able to see it better and I won't get it on my fingers. And I only put like little dots. It doesn't need a whole lot. That one has a little extra because there was a hair, Mary Jo hair. And then we're gonna color the rest of this white. Once I get everything on, we are just gonna take the marker and color it white. The chalk marker on that one, because I like the way that chalk marker works. So that's why I'm offering them to you guys. This is the is. And sometimes you have to use tweezers. Like for this little tiny piece, I might have to use a tweezer. We will see. Okay. And see, this is the thick super glue. So it works a lot better than the thin stuff, because the thin stuff, I mean, the thin stuff you could brush on if you wanted to do that. But I like this one. I would like to get a skinnier cap, like that I could do smaller. And there are such things, you know, that you could do smaller beads of glue. But uh-oh, I got a hair. Uh-oh, I don't want that hair there. Come on, hair. Be nice to me. Come off. Get off there. It's stuck in the glue, you guys. Oh no, Mr. Hair. Okay. No, it bounced back. Where are you? Goodness. This is crazy. Mary Jo hair stuck on an art project, of course. There, did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah, whew. Goodness me, oh my, oh. Isn't it coming along? Who's here? Hey, Brenda. How the heck are you? I didn't look up for a while. I've been talking about all the things. What's the weather like where you are? You know, Facebook's just like not sharing notifications. I got a hair here too. All the things. So it's like my lives, people, oh my word. Let me get this off. People aren't getting the notifications, so it's kind of sad. So the more we share each other out and about, the more Facebook will share me. And I'd love to reach 10,000 followers this year. I think that would be cool. So we are doing this little wood craft. And I was telling people, Brenda, if you missed it from the beginning, that we can actually do these on a Zoom class. So I have little tubes of glue that I send with each one, with each cutout. We can do a Zoom party, or if you just want to order them for you and your girlfriends to have a girls' night out. It's easy peasy. You could so do that. You don't even need me because you guys are smart. And you know how to color. Just get some of these amazing acrylic markers, or use your chalk paste and some paint brushes or sponges, and off you go. It's amazing. It's so much fun. So now I'm going to take the white. This is what's going to make it pièce de résistance. Can't even talk today. But look, I'm just going to take this white and color the top of all of these top things. And it's easier to do this once it's glued down, because then, oh, this looks so good. I can't wait. Once it's glued down, it's so much easier to color because you're not trying to, you know, only do the little tiny pieces and then you go outside the line. So anyways, did you color the flowers with markers? Yes, I did all of them. You're up in Jacksonville. I know, it's a gorgeous day, right? Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. Yeah, I did the flowers with markers. I've done everything. I did the background with an acrylic diaper wipe wash. You know, use the diaper wipe and water and just kind of stain it with the acrylic paints. And then the flowers are markers, so they're 3D flowers. I don't know if you can see that. See how they're 3D? Isn't that cool? Yes. But I love this cut. I am so in love with this cut. So this is available, Brenda, if you want to get it. It's 20 bucks. And it comes with all the pieces. Doesn't come with the markers or anything. You use the paint that you have or the markers that you have. I do have chalk markers that I am selling in my store to go with them. I don't have the price on those right now. I have to look. But, you know, you could use your chalk paste or acrylic markers. This is a chalk marker that I had. And I like the way it does the white. I only like the white one. I don't like the others. They're too bright colors. I don't like those. But the new ones that I have in my store aren't those bright colors. They're like regular colors. They're called vintage chalk markers. And so they're like some muted colors and really pretty. But do you see how pretty this is coming out with the white? And then I think we're going to do He Is Risen in white also. Because I think that would look pretty, don't you? Do you think white or a different color? Or orange was the other color I was thinking about. I still think white. I think it looks classier with white. But I'll take your comments, and if you say orange, then I might do orange, but I think white. I personally would choose white. Where are these little ants coming from? I don't know. I'm going to have to give it to my husband. I just smushed them. I hope they're not coming from my wood, because that would really suck. Because they are chunky little ants. I think I'll call the, what is he called? The bug guy. And see what he says. Okay, I have this one flower left. I know, it's like kind of boring to sit and talk to me while I'm just coloring, but it's kind of intriguing too, right? So Brenda, what have you been up to? White or purple? Don't they use a purple scarf on the cross during Lent? Well, so they use it on Easter, yeah, because Christ's gown, you know, they put a robe on him, a purple robe that said, "So you call yourself King of the Jews." And they mocked him with that. And then the robe shows that, you know, he was the King of the Jews. He was risen. So it's kind of cool. Look at how pretty that looks white. I love it. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do it white just to see if it pops. And I think my white is about dying here, so I'm gonna have to get a different white. Which really stinks, because I really like that white. But I have another one. I have more, but wait. There's more. It's just a different tip. But still nice and white. It's just thinner too. I really like the white. I don't know. Let me do these. I might change my mind to purple. I don't like this one that much. Where's my other white? I had another white. There it is. It's at the bottom, of course. I like that white a lot. It's so funny how you get when you like what you like. Let's see if this one... There we go. Yeah, see, I like really bright white because I think that shows up better. Oh, I'm just loving this, you guys. And then I was thinking about why I go to Hobby Lobby the other day. And then I was like, I can make most everything in there. So part of my plan this year is like to cut my spending down because I like to shop. Okay, I'll be real. I like to shop. But a lot of this stuff that I'm getting, I can make. So, and I don't mind making it. I enjoy making it. So why not just make it, right? Do all the things. I can so make that. And goodness knows I have all the tools here to make them, so why not? So that's my plan this year. Between whatever I'm doing, you know? Goodness knows I have so much I'm doing. Let me see what you said. You know what? There's no wings on them. They look more like carpenter ants, which really concerns me. So, well, here's what happened though, and I know where they're coming in from, is my window. So I need to close my window because we are venting my machine out the window right now because the filter was just not working. It was stinky, horrible up here when I was cutting wood. And the minute we put an exhaust fan and put it out the window, it started doing a lot better, and like it doesn't get stinky up here or anything like that. So I'm thinking because it's going out the window and I just have the screen, that maybe these little ants are coming in like from the, you know, from the roof. But it doesn't look like a termite ant. It doesn't look like those. You know what I mean. Because you're in Jacksonville, you understand about termite ants. Because they're everywhere in Florida. Subterranean termites that look like ants, but they're not ants, they're termites. Crazy. But I am gonna hand it to Paul when I'm done here and have him do with it what he wants to do with it. Okay, let me see if this white is brighter. And I think you'll see, yes, it's much nicer. Maybe I do risen in purple. Maybe I can do some polka dots. Or maybe I leave it nice and white. What do you think? Do you like it white? I think I do. I think I do. I like it bright white. I don't like it the dull white. And I love this font. I wish we still had this font with chalk. I can't remember. It's called Bramello. Pretty sure. It's called Bramello. And it's just the prettiest font. Oh my goodness, look how pretty this is coming out. I'm gonna have to turn it this way and start over here so I don't get paint all over me. Have you had termites, Brenda? Did you have to deal with that before? Exterminator, yes. That's what that was the word I couldn't find. This is almost done. And then I'm gonna spray it with a clear poly and it'll be nice and pretty. Oh, it'll look so good. I can't wait. So my Miss Molly, Abby's bestie, is now making my reels. Have you seen the reels lately? They are so good. She does such a good job. I have to tell her, hey, Molly. And she does such a good job. I'm just so proud of her. You know, kids, I wish I could learn how to do all that stuff, but it's time consuming. And I don't have any time left in my day. So my latest thing is I'm going to bed I fall asleep at like between 7:30 and 8:30 every night and sitting in a chair watching a silly show that we watch. And, but then like today I was up at 3:45, 3:30, something like that crazy. And I couldn't get back to sleep. So I just got up, cleaned the kitchen, started my sourdough, doing all the things. The good thing is when the time changes, I at least won't get up till 4:30 or 5. So I'll be back on my regular schedule, you know, because that's my norm is 5. But with the time change last time, it just really did me in. I don't know why. Okay, we are done. Yay. Get right there. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I don't know. Do you guys love it? Look here. Let me show you. Hey. Just the flying ants from decomposing trees. Yes. Look. Isn't that pretty? I love this so much. I just think it's elegant. And can you imagine just putting it like on a riser? And it would be so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, 20 bucks could be yours. So, yep. So if you go here in this thread, just say, I want one. And then March 8th, I know I cannot wait. cannot wait. Look, I made my earrings too. What? I cannot wait for that time to change. I love the time change in the spring. I love spring. Spring's my happy time. Okay, you guys. Brenda, thanks for staying and chatting with me. Push me out and about to Facebook. If you guys could share me out and about, I'd appreciate it. And let's hit 10,000. That would be so much fun. I know, I'd be like, oh, that is awesome. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed our little project today. I think it's gorgeous. I can't wait to put it up. Okay, guys, you have a great day. Brenda, thanks for chatting. I'll talk with you soon. Aloha.